Jack, how are we ever going to be able to tell the Valley United Way story in less than 10 minutes?
Joe, we know the more people understand about United Way, the more comfortable they are sharing their dollars.
Well, I know I've been a volunteer for the Valley United Way because I trust that my money is going to be distributed fairly to those who have need.
And I think that's because volunteers, just like yourself, make those funding decisions at Valley United Way. They go out and they visit the agencies, they evaluate the programs, they use outcomes-based measurement to ensure that those campaign dollars are well spent.
Excuse me, but I'm telling you guys that people will be happier to give if you just show them where the money is. I mean, where it goes.
Breon's mom, Kim Sanders Kroom, has faced many obstacles as a single mother, and she credits her church and a host of Valley United Way services for her progress. A vital piece has been the Boys and Girls Club.
Just barely getting up the stairs and, getting in the house and sitting down and just catching your breath, not knowing what you're going to feed them that night, not really having too much food, or not knowing if the phone was going to be on, the lights were going to be on, if the gas was going to be on. And just to sit down and think about them and say, phew, they're okay. They're at the club.
Breon has been a member of the club since he was 10. He was challenged socially and by debilitating asthma when he first joined. Since then, he's done some usual things, playing basketball, joining homework club, making friends. Kim recognizes the influence of the staff, particularly Jim Queen.
He saw a potential in Breon to be someone great. And he mentored him and still is from day one.
He's overcome so much. He went from when he would come down and even play a kickball game, sometimes he would have to stop the game and go onto a breathing machine. He never let it stop him. He just kept playing. He would stop for a little while, go back and play a little bit more. Now he's got it down to a point where he just has to take his medicine every day. And he's blossomed as an athlete as far as that goes. And the strides he's made overcoming the difficulties he's had in his life are tremendous. It's a very tough thing for a kid his age to go through, and he's gone through with flying colors. I can't say enough about him.
Breon has also achieved some unusual success. In addition to being named Junior Boy of the Year, acting as a club spokesperson, Breon has developed a special relationship with Governor Rowland. This summer, Breon is working at the club, earning his first paychecks and giving back to some of the younger members what has been given to him: respect, incentive, a chance.
The club has meant to Breon's life a difference. A difference. I can be somebody. Regardless of this asthma or whatever. Regardless of whatever is going on, I can be somebody. I am somebody. I can do this.
My mother is my biggest fan, and my mother and I know that the Boys and Girls Club is only one of 24 partner agencies making a difference. Big brother, big sister, that's another.
Tom Mattatini has had 4 little brothers. His sister Debbie had a little sister Ashley, and another brother in Florida has been active for years.
I used to see my brother down in Florida about 4 times a year, and he had a little, actually had 2 littles. And every time I went down, I could see the difference in the little. I said, wow, this kid's really coming along. And that's how I got involved.
Brian, Tom's current little brother, attends Emmett O'Brien and studies drafting. After Brian's parents split up, Brian's mother thought of big brothers.
I started really to get lonely. I wasn't making friends, and my mom mentioned big brothers, big sisters. I'd never heard of it before. And the caseworker came out and she interviewed me, and me and Tommy got matched up.
Big Brothers and Big Sisters has been matching children and youth with caring adults for almost 100 years. This year, Brian and Tom were one of 69 matches in the Valley area. Tom and Brian have been matched about 1.5 years, and they enjoy talking with each other, spending time together. And because Tom is in the construction business, they often review Brian's work.
Getting a big brother, someone who actually does stuff with me, who cares, who's involved with my schoolwork, and it just made a difference.
Big brothers and big sisters act as mentors and friends. They are a positive presence in the lives of the littles, as they are fondly called. The benefits of the program are mutual, as well as long-lasting.
It means someone who cares besides your mother or your father, someone who's always, there to help you along the way.
I can never say enough about it. I think it's a great program, and it's one of the best things I ever did.
Valley United Way staff and volunteers work tirelessly to raise and distribute money to our partner agencies. But that's not all we do. We are active on many community fronts. As a problem solver, as a facilitator, a respected member of the community with the power to bring people together.
Latex Foam Company has always been an award-winning contributor to the annual Valley United Way campaign. More than a year ago, disaster struck when the latex foam factory was destroyed by fire. The fire brought the loss of a long-standing family business and 200 jobs. With the help of area churches and nonprofits, the Community Foundation, and local businesses, Valley United Way coordinated efforts to assist displaced workers.
Latex Foam has been a supporter and contributor to the United Way for decades. Who would have thought that so many of our employees would have needed their services and all at the same time?
Latex Foam employees like Darnell Parks took advantage of community support, which included food vouchers and rental and housing assistance.
When the Latex Foam fire happened, like I said, I just bought a house. Never thought I was going to have to need any help from the community or anything. So when they offered the help, it was a big surprise and a great help to us. So I also have a girlfriend that I was living with, my son, and it benefited all of us a lot.
A short 12 months later, a ceremony marked the triumph of hard work and dedication over adversity, when the new factory became operational, and people like Darnell were back on the job.
As usual, the Valley community pulled together, and the Valley United Way was a leader in making that happen.
Yeah, and these stores are a much better way to convince people to contribute. No offense.
And there's more to our story. Our Corporate Volunteer Council is a national model for positive corporate and employee community involvement.
Our youth leadership and high school volunteer council programs are training leaders and caring for our communities at the same time.
United Way's coordination of its Gifts in Kind program returns thousands of dollars worth of new product donations to the community. For example, recently the renovated Derby Neck Library saved $8,000 on new computer software through this program. We've done our best in this short video to tell the story of our United Way. Now it's time for me to ask you to join me as a contributor in this year's United Way campaign. Without our support, community programs such as those that you have seen, which are already endangered by state and federal budget cuts, will be curtailed or even lost. Programs like the Boys and Girls Club, Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and more.
With your support, waiting lists can be reduced, existing programs enhanced, and new programs added. And thanks to the Foundation for Greater New Haven, all new and increased donations will be matched up to $50,000.
Okay, I'm convinced. I've got a part-time job now, and here's my pledge. I'm excited to know that my gift will be matched by the Foundation. That's easy money.
Breanne, as usual, you've got right to the heart of the story. And as I said before, please join Jack, Breanne, and me in supporting this year's campaign. It's a wise investment in our community and our future.